TV, Mr. Top Flight Films. What's going on, everybody? I just left y'all, broke some news on Brick Baby, Loose Cannon, and Big U. I'm back to talk about Kanye West. I want to break down his latest shenanigans. I want y'all to tap in. I want y'all to leave a comment. Tell me how y'all feel. Is it time to cancel Kanye West? Now we're going to take this slow, man, because this dude has been doing a lot. And he's been doing a lot for a long time, and I have my own theory about what's going on with him. I think we'll just start from. Let's start from. let's start from George Bush doesn't like black people. Let's start there because I believe that that situation, right, where he said George Bush doesn't care about black people. I think that was the beginning. I think that's where he realized how powerful words are. And I think what he did then is what he's trying to do now. Okay? So let's talk about it, man. Kanye West appears on a Katrina telethon commercial fundraiser type situation. And he's standing next to Austin Powers. I forgot the dude's name. But anyway, he says that George Bush does not care about black people. And he, of course, he was correct. But what happened was it sent a shockwave throughout the airwaves, throughout the internet. I don't even think the internet was even out then. But it went viral before viral was even a thing. And it kind of solidified Kanye West as an artist, as an influencer, okay? It solidified him in that very moment, that one sentence, him saying that kind of, it was good for his career at the end of the day. Now, fast forward, Kanye West has a lucrative career. He has a great brand called Yeezy. He has shoes and merchandise, hoodies and shirts and things of that nature. He has chart-topping albums. Okay, uh, he had the world at his feet, right? He had uh, everything that a lot of people are striving to do and to be. He had that. And what happened was, what it seemed, because I don't know Cuz and I don't know, his whole situation, but from what he's told us, he was not able to be accepted amongst the elite. He was not able to be accepted with the Louis Vuittons and the Balenciaga. Okay? He wasn't satisfied with being a billionaire, having his own stuff, right? Having his own line. He whined, cried, bitched, and moaned because he couldn't sit at the table with the elite. Okay? No problem. Look, I can understand that. You want equal treatment. You don't want to be blackballed. You want to go all the way to the top. Cool, I get it. But there's a fine line, man, between self-sabotage and being strategic. The reason why I kind of canceled Kanye some years back is because as a man, I like to be strategic. You understand? I like to move with strategy and purpose. I don't believe in crashing out. You know what I'm saying? I'm a grown man now. When I was younger, I believed in crashing out. Let's just crash all the way the hell out. And it seems that's what he did. And he did. He crashed all the way out. He threw on the MAGA hat. Cool, no problem. But he went further when he started dissing his own people, right? Not only did he diss his own people, he started dissing other people, okay? Other ethnicities that ain't having it, okay? He talked about them small hats. They not having it. Guess what they did? They hit his pocket. They hit them bank accounts. And they blackballed him, essentially. He's been blackballed. Not saying his money stopped. His money did slow up for a little bit. But I'm gonna get to the comments in a second. Y'all hold tight. But I gotta rewind. After the George Bush thing, after he said George Bush doesn't care about black people, after he made that funny joke, right? Or he made that statement and got all this attention, what does he do next? What's his next big moment where he grasped the attention? That will be the Taylor Swift situation. Taylor Swift won an award. Kanye West walks up on stage and said Beyonce should have won this award. Now he's infamous all over again. He's known for being outspoken. He's known for saying whatever people won't say. And he's known for being a disruptor. Cool. We wasn't really mad at him for that. Okay. It was kind of for me, man, when I saw that, I'm like, well, that was kind of arrogant. He was treading on a fine line at that point. And I'm like, yeah, you might want to watch it, homeboy. You might want to pipe down a little bit, okay? Because no matter how much money you got in America, matter how much fame you got in America, you'll get your ass spanked, okay? Like Jay-Z said, you are still Nigga. Okay, don't ever forget that. We've seen it many, many times with many, many prominent black people who have been took it out the game. Like Michael Jackson. They took him out the game, dog. They killed Mike. You dig? I mean, the list goes on. I could be here all day talking to you about people who seem to have gotten too big for their britches or was doing too much, and they ended up in the graveyard or they ended up in the federal penitentiary. Look at Puff. Look at R. Kelly. You dig? Now, so fast forward, Kanye West, he comes out with his support for Trump, no problem. We didn't really understand it at that point in time. Um, but what happened was he started going in. He went on this big rant and he started talking about the small hats. He started talking about uh, us as black people. And he kind of lost his base. You understand? He kind of lost the people that was rocking with him. Uh, and he disappeared for a little bit. Um, we know he turned Christian a little bit before that. He was a Christian rapper. He was having Sunday service, right? That was cool. I didn't really buy it because I know that he's smart. He's smarter than that. And I'm not saying that was a bad thing. But I know that he knows about history, okay? And I know that he knows what is authentic religion, let's just say that, and what's not. You dig? And we'll say that discussion for another day. So when he did the Christian thing, I'm like, all right, what is really going on here? What is this about? You know what I'm saying? And as time went on, man, he just kept running his damn mouth. And they snatched his bank account. Okay. Everybody stopped rocking with him. All the brands stopped rocking with him. So he went from having dinner with these people, sitting down, talking business with these people, to not even being able to deal with these people. And for me, I always said that Kanye simply wants to be accepted. He doesn't care about the black people that he's saying that he cares about. He doesn't care about the group as a whole, because let me tell you why, and I'm going to get to this in depth. Kanye West had plenty of opportunity to change the world. He had plenty of opportunity to change black folks' economy. You dig? He could have did that. He's a billionaire. He can still do that to this day. He chose not to. You dig? He is choosing to do other things with his money, and he has that right. I'm not pocket watching. You dig? But at the end of the day, don't get out here crashing out on our behalf when you could just simply put your money where your mouth is. You dig? So, um, fast forward to yesterday, or let's say 2 weeks ago, he's been going on a major rant talking about Kendrick Lamar, talking about Jim Jones, Drake, Travis Scott, ASAP Rocky. I mean, you name an artist that's being talked about today, Kanye has mentioned them in the last 2 weeks in a very derogatory way. What caught my attention, and then we got to talk about the Puff phone call. Kanye has a recording of him on the phone with Puff. And let me say this. I do like, I like, I like the fact that he's seemingly standing with Puff. And from what Puff said, Kanye has been helping take care of his kids and helping out with things that are needed. I respect that. And I'll tell you later why I respect that. But what caught my attention was he popped in and tweeted that, I'm going to quote, have you seen, I don't even want to repeat it because it's so disrespectful. He said, have you seen Jay-Z and Beyonce's kids? He said they are R, the R word. He said, no, literally, they're the R word. And man, nah, bro. Like, if I was Jay-Z, I would be on the phone with the hit team immediately. I would be on the phone with the hit team immediately. No ifs, ands, buts about it. Okay, cool. Maybe not immediately, but there will be a list made. Kanye, things to do before I die. Kanye gotta get touched, man. You cannot talk about my kids like that. And you know, it's sad because without Jay-Z and without Dame Dash, Kanye would not be Kanye. You understand? We gotta really be real about that, man. So essentially, whatever happened with them, he called Jay-Z and Beyonce raccoons, said their families was raccoons and all this craziness. Regardless of what happened with them, I don't know the ins and outs or why they fell out, but at the end of the day, man, when somebody puts you on, you cannot call their kids the R word. You dig? That is very distasteful, man. It's very disrespectful. So some people are saying that he is mentally ill. Now, my theory is that Kanye is, yes, there's definitely some mental illness going on, but also I believe that Kanye wants to get the attention. Going back to George Bush doesn't like black people. Going back to Taylor Swift, you won the award, but Beyonce should have won this award. All I see is the same thing. He's grasping for straws. He's trying to say the most outlandish thing that he could say to get the attention, and it's not working. You dig? This is the internet era, man. It's not too much. We're desensitized to so much. You understand? Now, back in what was Katrina? 2001. Back in Katrina, dog. 2003. Back in Katrina, the world was not as desensitized as it is today. Today, you can go online and you can see people calling other people's kids the R word. Today, you can go online and see people saying and doing the most craziest, disrespectful things that you can imagine. If you go on Twitter, have y'all been on X? That is a wild place, dog. X is just a wild place. And I gotta close my eyes for half of those posts, man. And when I'm scrolling down, I gotta like really be careful because I'll see some shit that I don't want my spirit to take in. You dig? So I know Jay-Z has caught wind of this, and I know there will be consequences, dog. Brother Kanye is gonna end up either where Puffy is, or I think they're really gonna make an example out of Kanye West. You understand? I really think that they're gonna do him something dirty because we've never seen anybody come out with swastika shirts and praise Hitler and things of that nature. We've never seen anybody do that like this. And he's playing with. Does he have a death wish? Does does Kanye? I should change the title. Does Kanye have a death wish, dog? Because you playing with the small hats. You playing with Jay-Z. You playing with Drake. He called Drake all kind of F words. You know the F word. You playing with all kind of people, all rich people. They'll never know where it came from. They'll never know where the bullshit came from if somebody touch Kanye. Does he's playing with the Kardashians. He got on there talking about his baby mother. Cool, no problem. But they have a bag too. They have a bag. And they can drop a bag off. It's nothing. You dig? So I got a feeling, man, Kanye is in big trouble. If he's gonna need to move out the country. You dig? He's gonna need to move out of the country. Or else something's bad is gonna happen to him, dog. You can't run around here doing these things that he's doing and survive, yet alone thrive. I think he got his money back up and he got left off of Cardi's album. Playboy Cardi just dropped an album. He seemed to be very jealous over that. And I think he was mad. I think he feels left out. I think he's used to being the number one spot. We're watching Drake crash out because he's not number one. We're watching Kanye crash out because he's not number one. Some people cannot handle not being number one no more. And let me tell you something. I can kind of relate. I can kind of relate. I'm a videographer, right? And I'm very territorial and I'm very protective over my clientele. I'm very protective over my name and my area. So I can understand why people want to hold on to the number one spot. Okay, I get it. I totally get it. Business is business, but there comes a point in time where you gotta let go. And I know for me, man, it was a point in time I had to let go and say, you know what, dog? What am I in this for? Am I in this to make art, or am I in this to have this reputation? Nah, let's just make art. You dig? Let my art speak for itself, man. You dig? And I don't have to worry about the gimmicks and all this other stuff, man. Let the art speak for itself, and the money will follow. But the art comes first. You understand? So that's what Kanye needs to do. That's what Drake needs to do. They need to let the art speak for itself. It's so, let me tell you, heavy is the head that wears the crown, man. You understand? We all heard that saying. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. And you know, after a while, man, I didn't even want to wear that crown, dog. I don't even want to be under that scrutiny or under that pressure of being a number one. Now, let me just be a number. I'm fine with being a number. You dig? Let somebody else be number one. Because what goes up must come down. You understand? That's the law of gravity, physics, or whatever the hell. I don't know. So yeah, man. I wanted to drop that off to y'all. What we got in the chat, man? Emmett Meyer says, I feel bad for him. You feel bad for Kanye? I don't feel bad for Kanye, dog. That man got $1 billion. That man has $1 billion, and forget the money, he had opportunity to do so much. You know what I'm saying? He could have bought, you know, he could have purchased himself his own industry, his own warehouses, his own manufacturing businesses and fabrics or whatever he needed. It might have been on a small scale. It wouldn't have been like a Louis V, but he still could have, if he'd just held out and had some class. See, the lesson in what I'm saying today, anytime I come on here, and I might come on here with some celebrity gossip, right? But there's always a lesson. And the lesson is, man, sometimes you have to go through these periods of uncertainty. You have to go through these periods of humbleness. You got to be humble, dog. Sometimes you just have to go through these periods of not being where you want to be, and you got to do it with class and integrity. You can't get out here crying and whining and acting like a little bitch because people are watching. Okay, prospective investors are watching, prospective clients are watching, and now you're throwing everything away because you're crashing out and you're emotional. You understand? So I would have respected Kanye if he would have put his money where his mouth is, number one, right? And if he'd have stopped running his goddamn mouth. Because all this talk with no action, no game plan, it's just dangerous. You know what I'm saying? And this is real life out here. This is very real. He's dealing with some real elite people that's not gonna play with him. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I wanted to drop that off. Uh, my man said, "What do you think about Trump's support for Israel, and does it affect you as American people?" Uh, th- Not that I know of, my man. I don't believe that. I saw an interesting clip today of Farrakhan, and Farrakhan was saying, I don't know if this was old or not, but Farrakhan was saying how one thing that the Republicans and the Democrats do is they come together when it comes to Israel. Texas Bama, what it do? He said they come together when it comes to Israel. He says when the Israeli prime minister or president comes over here, they stand together with the prime minister or the president. And I thought that was interesting because, you know, they can't agree on getting things together for America, but they can agree and get along when it comes to Israel. What is it that Israel has over America? That's the question. I don't get into the conspiracy theories. I don't get into too deep into that because at the end of the day, who's really going to tell us what's going on the inside? Who's really going to really put out the correct information of what Israel and America has going on? Who's going to tell us? Is it going to be on YouTube? Somebody on YouTube is going to tell you that? I used to fall for the conspiracy theories when we first got wind of YouTube. We was on here. A lot of us, most of us, we got on here and we got to that conspiracy theory stuff. Then it dawned on me one day. I'm like, you know what? Why in the hell would the secrets of the Illuminati be leaked onto the internet? And how the hell does this dude know? This Joe Blow is telling me about some secret society. You dig? Now some of it might have some truth to it, but a lot of that stuff is bullshit, man. You dig? It's all clickbait. But yeah, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Don is a funny guy. I see you, man. I see you. But look, I appreciate everybody tapping in. Oh yeah, shit. Um, I just did a short video. I just wanted to break the news, man. And we could probably get into this for a second. If any are there any No Jumper fans on here right now? Anybody watching No Jumper? I don't really watch it. Hey, let me tell you something, man. That No Jumper shit, it is very lackluster. You understand? The only person that made it kind of interesting was Brick Baby and maybe Whack 100. But I broke the news to y'all earlier that Brick Baby has been picked up by the feds. Loose Cannon has been picked up by the feds. And Big U is on the run. And I told y'all I was going to go into break down No Jumper on my last video, but I forgot. So I'm going to break it down now. Now, we got Adam 22. All right. We have No Jumper. And we have a platform that promotes, it's like gangbang gossip. It's like gangbang gossip, dog. It's a bunch of gangbangers on there gossiping and giving their takes, and it's real weird, dog. It gave the West Coast a real bad name. But Big U's on the run, man. And apparently there's been a gang sweep of the Rolling 60 Crips, and it's a bunch of people that have been locked up or arrested or detained. I think they've been arrested and charged. Charged for what? I don't know. We'll find out very soon. But I've been always puzzled about the dynamics over there at No Jumper, because I'm trying to figure out why are these people sitting around with Adam 22 discussing gang politics. And I get it. A lot of the gang members, they wanted to get out of the gang life and they wanted to try their hand and career as podcasters. And I feel like Adam 2 has been taking advantage of them. But now look at them. They're indicted. Anybody that has two eyes could have seen that this was coming. They're indicted now. You understand? Now, I guarantee you there will be clips from No Jumper being played in that courtroom. You understand? No matter what they did, I guarantee you something about No Jumper, something about this YouTube thing will be popping up in that courtroom. And it's very unfortunate, man, because a lot of them cats wanted to get out and they were looking for podcasting to get out, even though I think they went about it the wrong way. You dig? But the internet is a hell of a drug, man. Clout is a hell of a drug. Attention is a hell of a drug. I don't look. Y'all see me pop on here every now and then. I could do all kind of clout chasing tactics and all kind of stuff. That's just not in my being, dog. It's just not in my. It's not in me. It's just not in me. I'll be boring and simple before I get out here and do any fuckery just for some views and some goddamn likes. Because the thing about YouTube, right? It doesn't pay you a whole lot. But the thing is, say you get a video, right, and it does like 1 million views, and you get your little $4,000, right? Oh, yeah, that's a nice amount of money. The thing about it is you got to keep going. You dig? Like, you get 1 million views, you get $4,000, and now you got to keep making these videos. You know what I'm saying? So when does it end? It doesn't stop. You see what I'm saying? So some people, they get on that mission, and they'll go all the way with this YouTube thing, man. It's so many different topics, man, I wanted to touch on. It's a lot going on right now, man. It's a lot going on right now. I don't really have any political commentary today. I think we've drove that into the ground. Nothing has really changed from what I've seen. They saying the prices have went up. I know gas prices for regular have went down, if I'm not mistaken. Something about a rollback today about segregation, or there's been some sort of rollback with Trump, he kind of like rolled back some. I didn't get a chance to get into it. If anybody knows exactly what's going on with that, let me know. But I'm gonna give you the dummy breakdown, the breakdown for dummies. Uh, back in the day where they used to have white only water fountains, they used to have, blacks can't come in here. From what I'm understanding, Trump rolled back a clause in the Constitution, or not the Constitution, but amendments of some sort. I'm stupid. Don't mind me, but you know what I'm saying. Basically, it's possible for people, establishments, corporations, and companies to say, "Hey, this is a white only place." If I'm wrong, somebody jump in here, let me know. But let's chop it up about that for a second. Now we got the Democrats, they're upset. Oh my God, it's going back to Jim Crow. Oh my God, oh my goodness. And the thing is, it's like they use these scare tactics, and they having heart attacks, and they rolling around on the floor acting like the world is over. See, it's all about perspective, man. You can look at this thing one or two different ways, okay? And the thing about it is, cool. Let one of these businesses say that I can't come in there. Let's just be open and honest about the shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's just let it be known who is who. Let's see who is who. If this is the case, if Dairy Queen doesn't want niggas in there no more, let's see where we've been giving our money this whole time. We've been paying Dairy Queen and they don't like us, cool. Let's not fuck with them no more. See, the thing is, man, we were willing to suffer all these consequences just to let the Democrats crash and burn because they did us wrong, man, and they've been doing us wrong for a long time. So we've been willing, okay, to suffer whatever consequences or to allow Trump to implement whatever project 2025. That shit doesn't scare us, dog. It just doesn't, man. Growing up black in America, man, I didn't have it as bad as my ancestors, but I went through my fair share, and I still go through my fair share. So right now, everybody's getting a piece of the action. Everybody's getting a piece of the action. You got Democratic white people crying. You got all kind of groups crying and whining, and it's unfair. Motherfucker, it's been unfair for me for 44 years. 44 years, okay? And it doesn't matter who understands it or not. I've lived it. You understand? That's why I don't feel any of this shit. That's why I don't care. That's why we not scared of Project 2025 or any of these little things they trying to scare us with. Because I've been through enough, you understand, to say, oh, well, you don't want me in your establishment? No problem. I will go the fuck away. You know what I'm saying? No problem. Just don't kill me, officer. Just don't hit me with that police baton. You dig? Um, so a lot of these people acting like bitches, man. They being real scared about things, and that's just not in our nature. We're not gonna sit around being scared, dog. We'll things like this make us better. They made it our ancestors better. We overcame so much. Our people overcame so much because of adversity. There's no growth in comfort. The Democrats kept everybody comfortable, right? They kept their racism. The Democrats kept their racism on the low low, okay? And as a result, black people were comfortable. Now today, everybody's getting a piece of the action. And I love it. I absolutely love it, God damn it. Good. I want to see everybody upset because the thing is, y'all didn't, when we was going through it, y'all didn't give a fuck. Y'all didn't do nothing about it, right? Y'all didn't care about it, right? And I went through this the other day. Nobody convicted George Zimmerman. This is who we talking about. We're talking about the same people that didn't convict George Zimmerman. How didn't George Zimmerman get a conviction? How? Tell me how. Somebody tell me how. Impossible. And I watched that whole trial from bottom to the top, man. It is no way that man should have walked. And these are the people that are whining and crying and telling us we should get out here and boycott. These are the people that are telling us we should get out here and vote for Kamala Harris. You understand? And it's just not going to happen like that, man. It's a lot of us that are very upset. We still upset. We've never not been upset. I've never not been upset, dog. Okay, so me and my homies, let me tell y'all real quick. Me and my homies, man, third grade, we used to get in trouble for not standing for the flag. We used to get in trouble every morning for not putting our hand and standing up for the American flag. You dig? This is in third grade, so we've already been hip. We've already known. We've already seen and we've already felt and experienced the stuff a lot of you all are experiencing or are saying you're experiencing today. Okay, so it is what it is, man. I was called a nigga before I was 7 years old. You dig? So you know you talking to the wrong one, man. I mean, come on, man. What we talking about? What are we talking about here, man? You dig? Y'all can be scared, not us. Hey, man, hit the like button, man. I got 54 people here. I got 4 likes. Anybody got a topic that they want to bring up, a question or anything, man, please feel free to drop in, man, and leave your comment, and I'll talk about it, touch on it if I have anything to say about it. This is Top Flight TV, man. Listen, go check out my Instagram at topflight_official. And you can check out the other Instagram, topflight_TV. You dig? I got a bunch of interviews up there. Um, you can go check it out. The content is there. I don't think there'll be any new interviews coming anytime soon. I do have a booking with Bobby Shmurda. I might get an interview with Shmurda on the 11th. So I don't know, depending on how his schedule is. I'm doing some video work for him in West Virginia. So depending on how his schedule is, man, I might try to get at least a 10-minute interview from him. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see, man. All right, well, nobody has any comments. I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. I appreciate everybody for tapping in. I will be back. What's today? Wednesday. I might come back Friday and give y'all another video. And I might drop in to let y'all know what the charges are with the Rolling 60s and what they got indicted for. But other than that, man, y'all be good. Have a good day. Peace.